Hello, how are you today? My name is Christy Love, and I don't remember where I left off. But I know it's Article 1, but it is Constitution of the State of Wyoming, and that's where I'm at, Laramie, Wyoming. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do Article 1, Section 21, I believe. Write a petition. Oh, we're Christy Love. Sign the petition. Alright, write a petition and... Oh, petition for United States of America. President. Okay. Article 1, Section 21, right of petition. And peaceable of assembly. The right of petition and of the people peaceably to assemble, to consult for the common good, and to make known their opinions shall never be denied or abridged. Article 1, Section 22. Protection of labor. The rights of labor shall have just protection through laws calculated to secure to the laborer proper rewards for his service and her service, and to promote the industrial welfare of the state. Section 23, Education. The right of the citizens to opportunities for education should have practical recognition. The legislature shall suitably encourage means and agencies calculated to advance the sciences and liberal arts. Section 24. This is Article 1. Right to bear arms. If you're going to bear arms, I'm not going to bear arms. I believe I don't need an arm. I mean, I have this kind of arm, but not a gun. I don't think I need one. Why? Because I have faith. If it's time for me to die, then it's time for me to die. And that's that. But a gun? Come on. Do you really need a gun? Don't shoot no one. Okay? We're not here to kill. It says it in the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not kill. So don't use a gun to shoot anyone. We need to stop that. Okay, thank you. I'm not saying that I'm going to take your guns away. I'm saying you can have a gun, but don't shoot anyone. That's not what they're there for. All right, well, right to bear arms. The right citizens to bear arms is defense of themselves and of the state shall not be denied. I know I don't need a gun. I'm not a man. I am a woman, and I don't need a gun, and I know it. You know it, I know it, and we all know it. Okay. Where was I? We're going to do Article 1, Section 24, right to bear arms. The right citizens to bear arms in defense of themselves and of the state shall not be denied. Section 25, military subordinate to civil power. Quartering soldiers. The military shall ever be in strict subordination to the civil power. No soldier in time of peace shall be quartered in any house without consent of the owner, nor in time of war, except in the manner prescribed by law. Section 26, treason. Treasons against the state shall consist in levying war against it, or in adhering to its enemies, or in giving them aid and comfort. No person shall be convicted of treason unless on the testimony of two witnesses, I said that twice, excuse me, to the same overt art, or on confession in open court, nor shall any person be attainted or treason by the legislature. Okay, we are on Article 1, Section 27, elections free and equal. Elections shall be open, free, and equal, and no power, civil or military, shall at any time interfere to prevent an untrammeled exercise of the right of suffrage. Section 28. Taxation, consent of people, uniformity, and equality. No tax shall be imposed without the consent of the person or their authorized representatives. Section 29. Rights of aliens. No distinction shall ever be made by law between residents, aliens, and citizens as to the possession, taxation, enjoyment, and descent of property. Section 30. Monopolies and perpetuates prohibited. Perpetuates and monopolies are contrary to the genesis of a free state, and shall not be allowed. Corporations being created of the state, endowed for the public good, with a portion of its sovereign powers, must be subject to its control. Article 1, Section 31, control of water. Water being essential to industrial prosperity of limited amount and easy of diversion from that's not a good one. From its natural channels. Its control must be in the state which, in providing for its use, shall equal guard all the various interests involved. Section 32 in Article 1. Eminent domain. Private property. Private property shall not be taken for private use unless by consent of the owner, except for private ways of necessity and for reservoirs, drains, flumes, or ditches on or across the lands of others for agricultural, mining, milling, domestic, or sanitary purposes, nor in any case without due compensation. Article 1, Section 33. Compensation for property taken. Private property shall not be taken or damaged for public or private use without just compensation. Section 34. Uniform operation of general law. All laws of a general nature shall have a uniform operation. Section 35. Ex post facto laws impairing obligation of contracts. No ex post facto law nor any law impairing the obligation of contracts shall ever be made. Section 36. Rights not enumerated, reserved to people. The enumeration in this Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny, impair, or disparage others retained by the people. Section 37. Constitution of the United States. Supreme Law of Land. The state of Wyoming is an inseparable part of the federal union, and the Constitution of the United States is the supreme law of the land. Section 38. Right of health care access. Each competent adult shall have the right to make his or her own health care decisions. The parent, guardian, or legal representative of any other natural person shall have the right to make health care decisions for that person. And any person may pay, and a health care provider may accept direct payment for health care without imposing penalties or fines for doing so. C. Oh, okay. There was a B and then there's an A. Okay, so A, each competent, that one. And B is any person may pay. C is the legislature may determine reasonable and necessary restrictions on the rights granted under this section to protect, oh crud, not, it's